he's
The last guy who did that to me, that was like aggressively creepy, I ended up marrying, so I don't really have like great advice.
No, and I'm not looking for advice. I'm
just kidding.
He was like,
that's hilarious. I cannot see Drew being like aggressively creepy.
Right?
Like, I can see him asking, like, "Hey, can I be aggressively creepy?" Because I'm about.
I can see him being like very sweetly creepy. Like
it's always the quiet one.
Like I can see him trying to be creepy, but really it's adorable.
Yeah.
He was a little pushy, but
like,
I mean,
I got you some Starbucks with my blood in it.
Oh my god, that's so funny you say that, because he didn't do that, but one of the first times that he thought, like, he's like I think he's like maybe a hopeless romantic, that might be the wrong word, but he was texting me and said, hey, you need to pick up your tickets to sell for this comedy show. And I was like, bet, I'll meet you at 7:30 in the morning in front of the comedy club to pick up the tickets. And then we were jokingly talking about Starbucks and like my favorite Starbucks. So this guy went to Starbucks, got my favorite Starbucks, got him the same Starbucks, and sat outside the comedy club in Reno at 7:30 in the morning, and I overslept.
Nice.
That's not aggressively creepy. That's kind of sweet.
Oh yeah, it's sweet, but like I thought we were just friends, and then I ended up having to go meet him somewhere else to get the tickets later, and then that's like when I fell in love with him.
Did he still hand you the lukewarm coffee, like, or
yes,
the coffee?
Because he's petty as fuck. He's like, here's the coffee I got you.
Okay. What up, Sacramento, and welcome back to the NAS. That's a 916 News on the Street. Today is April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. I'm your host, Ellis Rodriguez. So sorry, I had to be Ellis Rodriguez. And I'm joined by Aurora Singh. Everybody make some noise.
Make some noise.
That's part of the whole we got D. Tyler in the building. D. Tyler, what's up?
Man, I'm here today.
Going down. And then David Shapiro. David Shapiro, what's up? Good to see you, buddy.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So I got a couple of different stories. I got one that's pretty interesting to me today. Number one story, a bunch of people got shot, a bunch of car accidents. I don't know. Every time I look at I don't even want to cover. Should we even cover shootings now? Apparently somebody gets shot every day.
Unless the news is not doing it, but
Yeah.
There's like no news in Sacramento besides car accidents and
no, there's some big news. There's some big news.
Okay.
So I'm not covered. There was a bunch of shootings and car crashes. We're not going to cover that. Let's start with a puff piece. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a warning for Gavin Newsom. So I read a couple pieces. I guess Schwarzenegger just gave an interview. But do you guys remember? And this is just kind of an open discussion. But do you guys remember when he became governor? Do you remember it was because
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, it was because of recall of Gary Davis.
I did not remember that.
Yeah,
that was the election where Gary Coleman and like porn stars and like everybody in their mom.
They was practicing for the presidential race coming up soon. I think that was like the test rehearsal. You know what I'm saying? We can get this dude in later on in the future. We can do whatever we want.
Whatever we want to do.
I couldn't believe he was a governor.
Was he a good governor?
He wasn't bad.
Yeah, he was just there. Like he's like a placeholder. I don't know whoever was really running California, but I don't think it was Arnold, man.
I think he did multiple. Did he have more than one term?
I think he had 2 terms.
Yeah, I think he had 2 terms.
And he was good. He wasn't good, right? But he wasn't
bad.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't destructive to anyone. He was supportive of some good things, and I think he was fiscally conservative.
Okay.
I think he just rode the wave. He just kind of rode the wave. Like
Arnold Schwarzenegger? He won his second term because his platform was just "I'll be back." So people enjoyed
I mean,
that.
that's kind of genius, right?
Yeah.
And that's when he hooked up with his house cleaner.
Right.
Yeah. Don't they have how old's the son now?
Oh damn. Oh boy's like,
isn't he like in college or something, or that's his regular son?
His regular son. I think his regular son. Yeah, his regular son's an actor now, right?
His canon son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cannon kid, I think he's acting. I saw him in like an interview or something.
What about the B-roll kid?
Nah, man, I think he's still doing extra work, man. He's doing the background.
Forever. He's always the extra.
He's gonna have a
Well, he's
gonna have a
paid.
tell-all book.
He's paid, I'm sure.
I guess.
Arnold is just nasty though, man. He just like that. He's just a nasty dude, man. Like he's like, I guess if it's in my house, I'm sorry.
I was watching the what was that movie? The it's got Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller, and he's the Fockers or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then he meets
analyze this. Is that it?
No, it's like the Fockers, right? Where he meets his cleaner's kid, and it looks just like him.
Can you milk a cat?
Oh yeah, that's definitely it.
Is that exact same thing? All right. I looked at it, depends on what story you look at, right? So a lot of people are like, yo, Newsom, the recall's coming. You need to get ready. But then some other people are like, nah, it's like this isn't gonna happen. So we're beyond, everybody's already beyond the whole fucking, do you think he's gonna get recalled or not? But if he is recalled, who do you want to see?
Can Arnold Schwarzenegger come back?
I don't think
I don't think they're returning.
he could. I think conceivably he could. Technically, I don't think it's illegal.
I don't think he would want to. He's old,
I don't think
man. Have you seen Arnold Schwarzenegger?
He's 73 years old.
Ooh, okay, never mind.
That means he's
got
5
too
years
much
younger than
scandal.
the president, by the way.
Who do we want to be the governor?
You guys
Yeah.
Obama could be the governor. That'd be dope.
He ain't from Cali.
I mean, he don't have to be. Arnold Schwarzenegger's not even from Earth.
Well, I mean,
I
also,
vote for Beyonce.
She did.
Because her music, because I've never heard Beyonce something like where I'd be like, man, you know what? She got it. I'm not saying that she's not, but I just never heard her say nothing or have an opinion that was like,
I think that's why we need her. Just Queen
Beyonce?
Bee,
But I would take Beyonce to be don't get me wrong out there, Beyonce. If you want to run California, I trust you more than I trust Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
So for sure. Her and Jay-Z together, matter of fact, you know what, Roy? That is
I
actually.
don't want Jay-Z running my shit, man. I'm cool.
What about Kanye?
no.
Definitely not.
Yes. Why not?
Definitely.
Kanye has navigated through the Kardashians without dying or ended up well, I guess he probably was in a couple places, institutions, but if you can get through them, which is
that's real. Yeah. But did you see the interviews when he was running for president?
Oh, he's crazy.
Dude, he's crazy.
He's wild crazy.
But Arnold Schwarzenegger's been the governor. Like, that's the bar is so low you could trip over it. Like
Childish
Arnold
Gambino.
Schwarzenegger is underrated because of his silly accent. That man is very, very smart.
I vote for Childish Gambino. He should be the governor of California.
I know. When has Arnold Schwarzenegger ever been a brainiac?
When he talks about working out and the science of it, he's very intelligent.
Yeah, but I've never.
Well, number one, when you talk about the bodybuilding book, he wrote Modern Bodybuilding. That's not easy. We're all performers. We're all stand-up comics here. He's an entertainer as well, and he figured out. Arnold Schwarzenegger figured out to have a better career than any of us.
That's true.
When it comes to money, my man's got a shit ton of money and married
but in a niche
Kennedy.
area. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like I'm hella good at food, but that doesn't mean I should get Gordon Ramsay's job. Just because I
think
like
Arnold Schwarzenegger is underrated as a mogul.
I think Schwarzenegger is a better shape than Kanye.
Yeah.
You guys, the answer to all of our problems is Childish Gambino being the governor. He's political. He's smart. He's creative.
Is he from Cali? I thought my man was from Atlanta.
Yeah, but like
you're supposed to be a resident. You have to be a resident of California.
Okay, he can move here. We'll show him the beach.
Look, Donald Trump being the
president. Can we just cut all the shit? I'm trying to get D. Tyler to become the governor. Okay, I'm trying to talk D. Tyler into running for fucking governor. You guys are ruining it with this fucking Childish Gambino bullshit.
I would vote for D. Tyler
of California.
I would vote for D. Tyler. I vote for D. Tyler
based on his food expertise alone.
Oh, he's a good person. He's a good person.
I wonder how far we can
See,
get.
Tyler, you have no say in this. Stop it.
No, I'm just saying, I'm with it. I wonder how far we can get with this. Like, how close to governor can I realistically get?
You get a lot closer than Gary Coleman.
Find out.
Huh?
I say you can get closer than Gary Coleman.
With this show and our audience and our outreach.
I mean, just by standing up.
DJ, I forgot. If Newsom is recalled, I'm gonna buy a T-shirt that says DJ and Tyler for governor. All right, and I will
start that.
I will rock.
Let's actually see. We should see how far you can get. Let's see how far you can get.
Yeah, like how close to the governor can I?
Will you run for governor?
Yes, I will.
Yes.
I will run.
You heard it here first on the Tyler,
bitches.
You heard it here first.
Oh my God. I'm
ready to run California from my 1-bedroom apartment. I'm ready to run the whole state.
If he gets recalled, man, you're my dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think Gavin's not doing a good job? I don't think he's doing a good job.
I think he's doing fine.
I think he's fine.
Everything's fine. I don't know.
I think he's doing great, honestly. Like I would consider myself a supporter.
You know, I think Gavin is running California kind of like the Maloofs ran the Kings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's kind of like,
no.
He's like, you a playboy? Come on, man.
Hey, but you know what? You know what? In retrospect, the Maloofs were better than Vivek. So
Vivek's new owner?
Hey, Vladi Divac could be the governor of California.
Ooh.
Vladi might be able to do it.
Bruh,
I would vote for that too.
Assistant, he can be you're the governor, bro.
Lieutenant governor. Vladi can
then I would choose Vladi as assistant governor.
Oh, okay.
Lieutenant governor.
A cigarette, he's got one. Like, yo, Vladi, let me get a smoke.
Assistant governor, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Co-governor.
The state capital smell like Marlboros in Newport.
Okay.
What about Bobby Jackson? We have one more. Bobby Jackson.
He could be lieutenant governor. He'd be good. I like Bobby Jackson. I just saw him.
I think me and Bobby Jackson the bill would be good.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna say much, but he's gonna come off the bench, handle it.
The 12th, what's the 6th man of the year and the 600,000th man of the year.
Okay, let's got another story. How Sacramento plans to spend President Biden's infrastructure. So there's a story, I read it on ABC 10. Caltrans says the president's $2 trillion infrastructure plan could mean billions of dollars to improve California. And then how is Sacramento going to do with their chunk? They said a big chunk, $200 million. They want to drop $200 million to replace the I Street Railroad Bridge, which I think we featured on the NOS. It was one of Swizz's photos. All photos, photos by Swizz. But the green bridge, is that's the I Railroad?
No, it's not green, it's black.
Is it?
Yeah, it has some for trains, I think, and pedestrian, but then it lets you off at that 5 off ramp as a pedestrian, and there's nowhere to go.
Well, it says the existing bridge is more than 100 years old.
It is very old.
That's cool though. Why don't they just restore it?
I don't think it's small. It's too small for today's standards.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, some bridge that I don't even fucking know they want to fix. Then city officials are also looking to fund Vision Zero, a project which will focus on the streets with a high rate of pedestrians killed by cars, right? And then there's all these places, I guess, where a lot of pedestrians get killed, but it didn't make any fucking sense to me.
Where are these places at?
Marysville Boulevard between North Avenue to Arcade Boulevard. Did you think that's a high?
You know what?
Arcade.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, okay, if you turn on Marysville and you turn left on the Arcade and you're going there's an overpass, and I almost hit a dude because I was trying to adjust my radio, and this fool was walking his bike in the street, not on the sidewalk, like 2 feet out from 2 or 3 feet, no, not even 2 or 3 feet, like 4 or 5 feet out from the sidewalk, walking his bike, like really in where the cars are coming. And I was like, dang, dude, like I didn't really come close to hitting, but I was like, yo, bro, we got a whole sidewalk. Like, why are you got your bike way strung out like this out here?
So let's combine the two stories, you know, because they took the original London Bridge and they put it in Arizona. Like some rich dude bought it, the original like London Bridge, and he had it rebuilt in Arizona
with the same parts.
Say it again.
With the exact same parts from the original.
Yeah, exact same parts. And Lake Havasu. Yeah, they built
another bridge from.
So I'm saying let's take the I Street Bridge and put it at Marysville Boulevard for the pedestrians, and then they could use that to go over the road and they stop getting hit.
What about El Camino Ave?
It wouldn't work.
El Paso Boulevard to the paved levee road adjacent to the Steelhead Creek. El Camino Avenue. Anyway, they basically have a list of places for you not to be walking on. You will probably get hit. Broadway / Stockton Boulevard, which
yeah,
Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to 13th Ave. Yeah.
But do you think that these people are getting hit because of like, oh, they were on the crosswalk and a car hit him? Or because like you say MLK Boulevard and Stockton, I'm like, I see people there just like running through the streets.
Yeah.
No, it's like D said, like they just out there in the street, like where they should
like
be as part of it.
Redoing it isn't gonna change people's habits.
That Broadway Stockton spot, it's just a wide intersection with a blind curve. And so if you're walking, people can't see where you are.
Yeah, South Stockton Boulevard, Florin Road, and Florin Road. Yeah, I mean, I think you can do something. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what else is over there? Hoes. That's where I was going. So of course, hoes in the street, or people stop hoes and hitting hoes, like bumper hoes. There's hoes out there, man. You just name where all the hoes are. Of course, it's gonna be. Like,
there's no hoes on Marysville Boulevard, man.
Please, man, there's hoes every Sacramento.
Ellis is like, they're not there. I know exactly where they are, and they're not on Marysville. Exactly where
they are. They're all stocked.
Like, no, I've got a spreadsheet that is not pinned on my spreadsheet.
Okay.
Well, you just learned a new place.
This one is a personal story. It ain't really got shit to do with shit. But before we got into our main story, I just wanted to talk about it. So I just haven't been paying attention to nothing. I've just been whatever. And I've my credit card or something didn't go through or something. And I was like, what the hell? So I go and I look, and 24-Hour Fitness has started charging me again because I guess the gyms are open. And so they just started charging me again. But I somehow was under the impression that like since they had stopped charging me that my account had just been canceled, you know. So now I'm kind of really weighing this thing like, should I go back to the gym?
No.
Did they back charge you for all the COVID stuff? They back charged you when they?
No, they're not back charging. They charged me this month when I wasn't expecting it, and then I started thinking like, should I go back to the gym? And so then I ran a PFT. I don't know if you guys know what that is. At the Marine Corps, a physical fitness test. Marine Corps, they call it physical fitness test. And to get a perfect score, you know, I just wanted to see kind of where it was. And it was so bad. I was like, if I don't start going back to the gym, I need to do something because I'm in a really bad shape.
What's the PFT?
Perfect score for a physical fitness test is 300 points. You get 100 points for 3 different things. Number 1 is pull-ups. To get a perfect score, you'd have to do 20 pull-ups. I did 7 pull-ups.
I'll pull off 20 right now.
I was kipping on the last 2. How many pull-ups?
I do a 7th of that. I can do 1/7.
I can do it where you move your shoulders like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's not
what is that you did? That's not a pull-up.
So like I'm hanging for a pull-up, right? I'm gonna try
to saying she can hang with style.
I can go like this. Ready, watch. You don't blink.
Yeah. What is that? What is
That's
I think
actually, that's my pull-up. I'm telling you.
Even in the Marine Corps?
No, that's not your pull-up. No, you can't call that a pull-up.
Yeah, even in the Marine Corps,
it's a shoulder shrug.
Even in the Marine Corps, I think for females, you just have to hold yourself up.
I can't do that
for a period of time.
If I was hanging off a precipice, I would definitely fall to my death because I could not. I'll just hang for a while. And the bird would under my shoulder.
Precipice. All you do is this, bro. Now, look. That's it. Do you see that?
That's what I did.
I know what the hell is that?
That's not gonna get you up.
It's not gonna get you in the right.
But it's working to a pull-up. Look.
Chappie, how many can you do, bro?
I could do 20.
You can do 20. Fuck yeah, you're in shape. And you
I
weigh
could do
40
20.
pounds.
I'm very light compared to the muscle that I have, so I could do 20 pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
All right, what's the second thing, man? Okay, the first one I'm done. What's the
second thing? Is abdominal crunches. You need to do 100 in 2 minutes to be 100%. And I did like 60 some 70 some. I maybe could have done more, but I have always sucked at abs. Even when I was in shape, I got like 98 or something on abs, because when I'm doing a crunch, it's like a quarter mile. Like if you, that's one of the things, push-ups too. Like if you're Shapiro, he's talking about all he's doing is pull-ups, but his arms are so fucking short and it's so much less weight. So he's just, you know what I mean? Like I gotta do a goddamn mile. Even when I'm doing a push-up, I'm pushing up, my arms are twice as long.
This is not inaccurate. Yeah, this is fair. This is fair.
Whenever I've done crunches at all, I twist the world down. That's the world down.
Oh, fuck the world.
I can't do any of this.
How many crunches
do you think you can do? Please say the third involves a pie eating contest, or
the third is a 3-mile run. 18 minutes is a perfect score. I ran 24 minutes.
18. That's a good clip. Like I run a lot. Like that's basically what my Instagram is. 18 minutes is like
6-minute miles.
Yeah, I mean you're an Olympian at that. Like
no, not for a sprint. Not for just 3 miles.
But for 18, that's good. 18, like I don't know anyone that can run
6-minute miles for a 3-mile sprint, and that's it.
I don't know anyone that can run that fast, personally.
Well, I've done it. I know.
I do.
Do it every day.
I know people who can run that fast. Look,
for 3 miles, just for 3 miles.
What's the max out on that time? What's the amount of time that's like, okay, it's over to run 3 miles? Is it like 30 minutes or something?
Yeah, perfect score is 18, and then I think it might be 28 minutes or something. What does it say? 28 minutes. It's kind of like I think you fail.
Yeah, I'm out.
That's my goal now. My goal now is to get into what branch of the service is doing this death trap race?
No, this is Marine Corps. This is the PFT. We do this every day.
You know what? My older brother was a Marine, and I cannot even imagine him doing none of this stuff. I'm gonna ask if he did that stuff. Like, did you ever do this?
So the first two I absolutely can do, right? Like I'm so confident that I could do 20 pull-ups and however many crunches. But the third one, I'm still like, no, that's not realistic.
You guys, let's meet up.
That's not realistic, bro.
I ran the fastest I've run lately is 4 miles at 7:45. That's fast. Like that's not fast, but that's good.
Well, you ran 4 miles in 7 minutes and 47 seconds.
No, each mile was 7 minutes 45 seconds.
So that's about right.
No, to cut a minute and 45 seconds off of your time.
But you're also cutting off a whole nother mile too.
Yeah, I don't know that. I would like to see somebody do that because I've never seen.
And that mile that you cut off wasn't ran in a minute, so you probably could really go to war. Let's send Dave out there.
No.
All right, you guys. So Ellis,
that's so fast. Like it's so fast.
Ellis, you don't need a gym. Let's just meet up every Saturday and do this. All 4 of us.
Yeah, like Major Payne. We just be
we'll just be out in a park.
I think I'm gonna start doing I think I need to start doing something. I thought it was funny when I tell people like, oh, I'm really out of shape. It took me 26 minutes to run 3 miles. They're like, that's I couldn't run 3 miles, Or if you're like, I did 7 pull-ups, they're like, I don't think I can do a pull-up, But I used to be in shape a long time ago.
Your turtleneck your tight little turtleneck shirt makes you look like you're in shape.
Oh yeah, that's why I wear tight shirts. I mean,
it makes you kind of look like it makes you look like a ballerina.
Does it? All right. Make yourself stop wearing turtlenecks.
But that was your job back then to be in shape, right? Like that was part of being a Marine.
Grab my coffee, y'all, because I keep seeing Aurora drinking hers. No.
Oh yeah, get that coffee.
I need that, man. That good morning coffee.
You've been drinking coffee.
Yeah. I don't know.
Saving all his energy.
Wait, while he's getting his coffee, can we talk about Dave's appearance in the Comedy Spot music festival?
Yes.
What?
You didn't know? Wait, or what's her name? I forgot her. Your drag queen. What's her name?
Oh, Suzette.
Suzette was in it. I'm sorry, not you. Suzette was in it.
Where was
what?
Now I'm very what? How is Suzette somewhere that I don't know about? Like, how did this happen?
Suzette and
Suzette don't fucking tell you everything.
Suzette and the other queens were in the Comedy Spot film festival. Remember the one that Luke was in? The same.
Oh, and was it in Nicole's video?
Yeah, Nicole and Jesse
Rivera. Okay, I didn't know that that's where it was going. Yes, I do know. I did. Yes, I filmed that. Yes.
Yes, you were in it, and your other sister queens were in it, and they were fabulous.
Oh yeah, my drag aunts.
Yeah.
Where can we see these movies?
You have to go to the Comedy Spot and pay for it. It's worth it.
See what movies? Oh, from the competition thing?
I'm gonna wait for you to get the rest of your COVID shot, and then I'm gonna come to your house and just boom.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was in it. Suzette was in it. Can I just see it?
Yeah. Okay. Look,
I saw the one with Anthony Cage.
I want to move to our main story. This is juicy.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
This is juicy.
Okay.
I know Shapiro knows. Aurora and D. Tyler maybe might. Do you know
the Muffin Man?
Damien Harmony.
No.
What happened to him? Like, I didn't hear. Okay, I've seen him back, like, kind of, but I didn't know what the comment was that he made. Like, he was like, "Yeah."
I know Damien Harmony because the first time I ever did, I think one of the first times I met him, we were doing a comedy show at a comic book shop or something, and he came dressed as Boba Fett. And did nothing but like Mos Eisley, like
the Comedy Spot,
Star Wars jokes. Okay, all right. He also, so I wouldn't say he's a comedian in that he's pursuing comedy, but he definitely has been doing comedy off and on as a hobby for years. Right?
What's his name? I want to look him up really quick so I can put it.
His name is Damien Harmony, and right now they got a picture of him up that his motherfucking mugshot, and it's not looking good. But all he did was, I guess, made some comments about some on school. So I'm gonna read off to what this is national now. Some guy that we know that kind of does comedy in Sacramento, who is a Latin teacher. Right here in Sacramento, made national news. It's Sunday morning, which means I went off on parents in my home district. And here's what I said. I come to you as a grateful parent. I'm grateful that I kept my children home. And I'm especially grateful for what I heard from parents last week. Until then, the only way I could measure the level of white supremacy in my neighborhood was the Nextdoor app. The people clamoring for a district to break its legally negotiated MOU with teachers who are going to teach their own children, who treat teachers' efforts as though they've not been exhausting and ever present while also going through the pandemic themselves, made it much easier. I come to you as a parent in full support of the teachers staying home in distance learning because it remains the safest and most humane practice. I'm as disappointed as I am unsurprised that last week we all had to hear all the cynical. This is the thing everybody keeps getting them for. All the cynical, pearl-clutching, faux urgency, ableist, structurally white supremacist hysteria, even as teachers are moving forward with an MOU that already puts them in harm's way. And then he goes up, this is not a country club, and he goes on. Somebody once said that Damien Harmony might be a bit performative. I believe was the term dropped. But the thing that everybody got really upset about apparently too was that he said that they were white supremacists, and that's why they wanted their kids to go to school, right? And he mentions this more than once. So this to me is a real simple case of fucking muggles. Damien is a weird, fucked up comedian, right? Who hasn't been getting enough stage time. He goes to this parent PTA meeting, and gets a little, gets a little quick with the tongue, starts throwing out a little this and that. We can't do a podcast without blaming white people for all kind of shit. You know what I mean? So he's he's on a roll, and he says a bunch of the teachers are white supremacists, which they are, probably a bunch of them.
Oh, Steph said so. Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of them are. But this one, why does this get national news?
Wait, so I was
Damien's on the national news. I almost called him for comment.
You know why? It's national news because he's a district employee, right? So he's a district employee, and there's a union, right? There's a teachers union, and they have a spokesperson, and he went around the same way like in sports when somebody just goes right to Twitter. He skipped the proper channels. I'm not saying that's correct or incorrect.
He's a parent. He's at the place.
He's also a parent, right? So there's a lot of things going on here. And so it made national news.
They want him to.
Are white supremacists mad? Are white people mad at him because?
They interviewed some black lady, and she was like, "I don't think that reflects our community, bitch." But some people are. If you're not the white supremacist that was trying to bully the school board into making these teachers come back to school, then he ain't talking about you. And they want him to apologize. There's not a single curse word in here. If you need to have at least some college to even understand the level of vocabulary that's in this thing. And he's since taken it down. But I'm looking at this. It starts with I come to you as a grateful parent. So look,
I think we should support Damien Harmony, man. As a comedy community, I think we should support Damien Harmony on this one, man.
I don't know how we can, but I do. And if the guy says, this is not me as a teacher, this is not me as an educator. If he goes, hey, I'm a parent, and this is my long soliloquy on what I think, and you don't agree with any of this, dude, there's not a curse word in here. He doesn't call anybody here anything.
I think it's nuanced, right? Because you have, especially in Sac City, it's a high minority, low income district, right? And a lot of the parents of the students have jobs, and they cannot afford childcare for their child to be at home during COVID. Yep. They have to go to their job. Yep. So if you have a non-white parent who needs their child to go back to school so they can earn a living, they're not a white supremacist, right? So I think what happened here is two things got combined.
They could be.
They could be, yes, but that's not what's driving it. And I think, are there white supremacists who don't believe in COVID and they want their kid to go back to school? Absolutely. Are there white kids in Sac City Unified School District? Absolutely. But not everybody that wants their child to go back to school. In fact, and I'm uneducated on this, Damien probably knows more about the parents of his district, but I would say more parents of students in Sac City just want their kid to go to school so they don't have to worry about taking care of them during the day, because that's the normal, right? Before COVID, child goes to school, parent goes to work. That's how life is done.
Yeah.
I feel you, but that's not what it's about, though. That's
not what he's saying.
It's not what it's about.
It's about the simple fact that, one, they took a soundbite that was like rah 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 to get people riled up. Two, white supremacists don't like being called white supremacists. Like,
they sure don't.
The worst thing you can call a racist is call them a racist. They get so infuriated. Like, you ever called somebody that's racist a racist?
I'm not racist, nigger.
Yeah, I'm not racist, you goddamn. I hate everybody. Niggers. And I hate them all the same. I can't say because I'm not that group, but
you can say Jews. I authorize anyone to say Jews in this conversation.
Yeah, racists hate being called racist. That's the thing. If there was no people that fit that description, this wouldn't be an issue. And then they took like little bits of it.
You know what though, man? They didn't have nothing but cynical, pearl clutching, faux urgency, ableist.
But that's something else I've learned.
Those people exist, and that's who's bad.
But these people, like, why? Like, does this? I don't know why they're railroading my man, but he's entitled to have his own fucking opinion.
He's
standing up for the teachers, which he's also a teacher, so blah blah. No shit, he's got that bias. for them to cover this in the media on a national level, because my man thinks that the teachers should be safe. Like that we should take every, as Batman said, if there's even 1% chance, we should take it as an absolute certainty. Okay.
It's not what Damien, it's an agenda fulfillment. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand how the media spins stuff. If the powers that be want to put a certain thing out, that's what you're gonna do. Like, you notice all these news medias. Have you ever seen that clip when all the news people from all over the place, they have like this script that they go by and they all say the thing?
Oh, like, yeah.
Like, yeah, and patriotism is at an all-time low. And you got 1,000 people saying, patriotism at an all-time low. I'm like, whoa, how's everybody getting this? So there's definitely an agenda. So, I mean, because you got to think, he's not that polarizing of a dude. Like, it's not like you see the picture. You should see the picture they put up. And they make him look crazy. I'm like, this is Danny Harmon Rhino?
They stopped short. They stopped short of calling him a thug. They stopped short of like his address.
And if you just look at the headline, it says, white supremacists and all, and then it shows his picture. You feel me?
Right. Like, it seems like he's a white supremacist. Like, they really are dragging him. And
for what?
Because it's a soundbite. It's a man bites dog. It's not a dog bites man, and that's how journalism works. You got something that you can sell. You got something you can get clicks on, and here you have a teacher calling parents because what I read just now and what you read was the same thing, right, from Newsweek, and it seems like he's saying if you want your child to go to school, you are a white supremacist. That's how it comes across when you scan it, and that's just not accurate of all parents that want their children to go to school. That's why I
don't think that's even close to what he's saying. I don't think so either. I think that's the quote in the headlines they're using.
This is where I go with what Dee said. Like, you got somebody who's done stand-up comedy, and we've all done it. And you know how when you try to talk, when you do stand-up comedy for a year in, right? And you've been going to five mics a week, and then you try to talk to real people, and you realize I can't say the things I can say to my comic friends. Mm-hmm. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's what I think.
What's scary though is the fact that how many other Damien Harmonies are out there? Like, how many other things have we heard through the media about somebody that we don't know personally, and we just take it as face value? Well, the news said it, so I guess it's they have him so fucked up. I'm like, they have to be doing this to other people. Like, how much
they do, but the media is like known for taking things out of context or not getting all the information and just putting things out.
Yeah, but you don't really know that for sure until it happens to somebody you know, and then it gets somebody that you actually personally know. So,
I think.
Wow.
Well, we were talking. Go ahead.
What's up, man?
Well, I was gonna say we were talking about before you started recording. This sort of thing happens just in the Sacramento comedy community, where someone gets a rep and people don't stop to say, "Wait a minute, is that right? Is that correct?" And then just people. It happened to me once. People just start piling on. They're like, "Oh, did you hear so and so hates cabbage? He's a cabbage hater. Now we hate him because he hates cabbage." That's what I'm saying, right?
No. Name names, bro. Who's his cabbage haters?
I'm gonna say Luke Soyan hates cabbage. No, but you know what I mean, right?
Oh my God,
that's what I'm saying.
Off the show, I had him on the show the other day.
You didn't even know. You didn't even know he hates cabbage.
You're going to hear first on the
Knox, people. Luke Soyan hates cabbage.
He likes kale instead. So that's the. I love Luke Soyan, by the way, but that's the crazy thing.
I hate cabbage haters. I won't stand by it.
And people don't stop to go to Luke and say like, "Hey, Luke, do you actually hate cabbage?" And he's like, "No, it's not my favorite,
Now,
but it's all right."
I'll be honest, man. Right? Most people don't. Like, most people don't. Like, you hear shit all the time, but how often do you actually go up to somebody and say, "Hey, man, I heard this"? And
Never.
I do that.
I do that.
They just talk about it when you're not around. They don't
like an adult. Just being.
I go straight to the source. I heard something. Hey, is this true? You said this. I'm nosy as fuck. I have no shame.
That's mature, right? Even after it happened to me, I tried to go to a couple people who were outspoken against me, and I tried to say, "Hey, do you want to hear my side of the story?" One person did, two people didn't, and it was like,
Dude, nobody cares about your side of the story unless
they didn't.
They really
didn't.
It's their.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in the comedy community right now that I don't want to be a part of. Like, there's like a lot of drama. There's a lot of people talking about people and jokes stealing, and I'm like.
Well, before we get into our personal business with the rest of Sacramento, we're doing a show about the news, and it's weird in that Damian Harmony now, the Latin teacher from Sacramento, is national news. So it's kind of weird that we got a news show, and finally we have something to talk about. We have something to talk about that maybe somebody in Washington or New York would have heard of.
International.
And it's this. And when you read the story, he's not fired. He didn't say shit. And the school's not.
What would they even fire him over? That's
exactly.
Like,
exactly. So this is a big story about nothing. About a bunch of people getting upset that he mentioned white supremacy.
So the one time
California is an at-will state.
Second-class citizens and not. I don't know.
The world is different, man. It's just different. Not different in a good way.
They could fire. I mean, California's at will.
Right now for somebody got in an argument. Oh, Kevin Durant and arguing with some white guy. Kevin Durant was arguing with somebody. Oh, was it Kevin Durant and Michael Rappaport?
Ooh, for what?
Was it KD and Michael Rappaport got in an argument or something?
KD argues with everybody though.
But they called KD homophobic because I think he called Rappaport a bitch, or he told him to suck a dick.
Yeah, misogyny slurs in private messages.
Like, oh, that's homophobic. Like, come on.
Nah.
That's a regular old argument. I mean, how many arguments between two dudes don't have one of the dudes calling the dude a bitch? And
they're gonna have to. Yeah, I don't know.
If you're in New York, suck my dick applies to everybody. You might have a kid like, yo, suck my dick. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a 7-year-old girl, like, suck my dick, son.
Isn't that how they say hello? I'm pretty sure that's how they say hello or I love you or something.
I would say,
yeah.
If I stub my toe,
Michael Rappaport put him on blast like that. That's private messages.
They leaked it. Michael Rappaport's a little hoe.
You can see the private messages.
If KD called Rappaport a bitch and then he posted that he called him a bitch, then he's just proving he's a bitch. Like,
well,
but Kevin Durant's been known to be sensitive and shit.
Oh, he's known to pick fights with everybody.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's known to be sensitive and have like ghost accounts and
they have like 7 burner accounts.
Stupid shit. Aurora, do we have a happy story today?
Yeah, kinda.
They're always kind of happy. Come on, it's the best part of the show.
It's not big news, but it's just about the weather. Can we talk about the weather?
Please. I was just thinking about we don't even cover it anymore because it's nice. It's been nice.
Okay, so yesterday was hot as fuck. I hated it. Mm-hmm. It was like 86 degrees at one point, and I was like, we are all gonna die soon. This is it. Like, there's no point in having kids and our kids having kids. The world is ending. Let's just ride it out. You know, we fucked up the world. Okay.
I don't agree with any of that except the no kids policy. I'm with that.
I'm still gonna have kids though, because I mean, whatever.
You don't want to be alone when you die at the end of the world.
Yeah, I don't want to be alone. I want someone to take care of me. But here's the good news is that it's gonna cool off this weekend, and that's all I have.
That's it? That's awful. What's it supposed to be? In the 70s?
Let's see. Let's take a little look. See, right now it's already 82 degrees outside.
Hey.
Oh wait, no, that's a lie. It's 63 degrees. Okay, so this weekend it's going to be in the 70s, low 70s. Oh, nice. That is good news.
Yeah, we're gonna get a couple days of spring, actually, not just hot, just cold, straight to hot. Like we don't.
Yeah.
Go back to the gym and get my goddamn summer bod up.
Alice, you don't need to go back to the gym. Just wear your little turtleneck to the park. Do some pull-ups and some crunchies and some running. I'm
convinced I gotta get hard.
That's it. Cut.
Look, we're about to hit this orange tier and they're gonna let your boy loose. You know what I mean? Abs out. What?
I work out 2 minutes a day, and that's all I need.
2 minutes.
What is it? An arm workout?
Yeah, just the one arm.
No, it's crunches.
Just that one arm workout. 2 minutes.
Crunches and
push shake weight.
I'm telling you, you don't need the gym for 2 minutes a day.
Yeah.
What do you do in the gym that you can't do at the house anyway?
Yeah.
I like to lift. I like to lift really heavy, so I don't gotta, deadlifts and bench presses.
You need the gym for that.
I do like big circuits and stuff.
You can go to a free place and do that. There's a weight bench in Del Paso Heights in this yard that nobody uses.
Well,
yeah,
if you're going to work out at a gym, then you want to work out at the gym you feel comfortable at, right? So the story is not what gym I should work out. It's whether or not
I don't feel comfortable at any gym.
You go to someone's yard and use weights that they're not using, then the fun part about it is that afterwards you get your cardio session by trying to dodge bullets.
Yeah, well, y'all do you. Yeah, okay, you do you. I'm just gonna go to the gym. I was wondering if you guys were in shape or what you guys thought in shape was.
What gym do you go to?
I go to 24.
Is it not the one downtown?
It doesn't really matter the one I normally go. Actually, I normally do go to the one downtown, but I just like 24 because they're everywhere. So whenever I
used to go to that one,
I need a shower or something.
Many years ago, when I joined the gym,
mm-hmm.
they got me in there. My friends were all doing it. Because we were all drinking and partying. We couldn't be healthy.
Hell yeah.
But that gym was too much. It was like, I need a starter gym. That gym was like going straight to
it's a lot.
Everybody's already in shape. Bitches with full makeup on. And
yeah.
Around there. Fucking dudes in heels and shit on the treadmill. I'm like, 24-hour fitness is wild.
Meat market.
Like people in there like drinking little smoothies and talking.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So I can't remember where it was. It was a little bit more in the hood, and I used to see Lance there getting buckets all the time. So that's
at Fulton. That's where I used to work. He used to go there every Thursday morning. He would go play basketball. But so I used to work at 24-Hour Fitness, and then speaking of, are we in shape or not? I am not in shape, but I used to be a Division I athlete, and now I kill myself, and I hate myself every single day because I don't look the way that I did when I was a D1 athlete. But then I'm like, I was an athlete, and
everybody
now
knows you're a D1 athlete. You bring it up every day. Okay, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I just want to make sure that you know that I'm going to beat you when we play one-on-one. But
what in what sport?
Wow.
In basketball.
Like. Come on, let's go.
Bucket. Oh man,
look, I'm not in shape anymore. That's the thing. It's like I can't.
Yeah, there was one when I was younger back in the day. There was one girl who would come, and she was the best basketball player I've ever. Well, not the best, but she was like dope as shit. And ever since then, like I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like now when I watch the WNBA, I kind of like I'm like some people disrespect it because I'm like, nah, these chicks can shoot, bro. They will cross you up and do some.
Good. I'm supporting you for
by the book. No flash, just all fundamental.
I don't think you can stop Aurora in the post. I really don't. I don't
know.
I don't think so, man.
I don't have handles. Like I can't. Like I'm a good shooter, but I don't have handles. But like in the post in my house, like oh yeah, like we're good. Game over.
You just need house, man.
Yeah, I would love nothing more than watch D. Tyler and Aurora gear.
But, I'm in my mind. I'm imagining now, like I'm in a post, and she just like, like elbow drop right here.
All right, that's it. We're gonna call that a good show. We're gonna call
okay, sounds good. Let's all get healthy in the park.
I love you. Where can we find you getting buckets?
Aurora Singh on everything. You can find me getting buckets. Just like in your neighborhood parks, just find me in someone's driveway. I'm pulling up, I'm dunking on your ass. Everyone get healthy, enjoy the weather this weekend. And
you got a show, right? You working on that show?
Oh yeah, I have
guys after this. Don't leave after you do this.
Oh, we won't.
I have this Friday. So tomorrow I have a show at the Comedy Spot that I'm in with Becky Lynn and Emma and Robert Moto. We're at the Comedy Spot, and then it's actually sold out.
Is it inside?
It's outside.
Oh, I was like, it's fully back. But
almost fully back. But it's outside, but it is sold out. So sorry. And then Saturday, I'm hosting my first show at Laughs Unlimited.
Nice. What? That's inside, right?
Woo! It's outside. So Jenny's doing 2 shows, one outside, one inside. So I'm hosting the outside show.
I wonder. I'm at Laughs today with Swizz. I wonder if he's inside or out. I think we're in.
Today?
I saw that. You guys are probably inside.
Yeah, we're the main room.
Yeah.
What's the name of you and Schaefer's show?
We're making a show called Shape Taste Showdown, I think.
Okay.
But we are recording the first episode soon.
Okay. D Tyler, what's good, man? Where can we find you, bruh? Talk to me.
Man, D Tyler 916.
Yeah.
Instagram. I will be I'm headlining the Post on April 9th in Modesto with Roman Guzman.
Oh yeah, that's a good gig, man.
That's a good room.
Yeah,
a good
he
show.
gives coffee cups. You got a coffee cup?
Yeah, I got.
Hey, that's like a status symbol now. Like, hey, you ain't got a cup?
Yeah, it is. It was weird at first, and then I love that cup, man.
Wait, where's the show? Tell me more about it.
In Modesto. In
Modesto called the Post. Roman Guzman actually runs a hell of a show, man. Like top notch.
He's a performer.
I took so much food on from one of them shows.
I think he's on the radio out there or whatever, and he throws a roast every year, and just he loves comedy. He loves producing shows, and the show is nice. Crowds.
Have you seen his roast? The last one? I mean, not the last one, but the one with.
Yeah, I saw it. It was fun. It was fun.
That's probably one of the funnest roasts I've been on.
It was fire, yeah. You were fire on that bad boy, dude. You and Connor, right?
And
he was funny.
Rhoda Ramon.
Rhoda too. Murder Bird.
Rhoda came out there like she's actually a pretty beastie on roast. She's
a great writer. So she really finds, I
admire anyone and respect anyone who's good at roasting. It amazes me every single time. I can't figure it out.
No, you're too nice.
No.
What?
I'm so bad at roasting. I just keep wanting to compliment people instead of roast them, and
the both.
They do have compliment back.
Yeah, they do.
Did you talk smack when you were a D1 athlete, or were you complimenting hey, good, that's a good move?
No, I didn't talk smack, but I was very quiet. I let my talent and my skill do the talking.
She was scoreboard.
Yeah, they would talk shit to me. Girls would talk shit to me, and they'd punch me in the face and do all the shit, and I would just stand there and go buckets. And then run down the court.
Get intense, and the white girl
So that should be your roast style. If you get in a roast, you should just figure out a way to say buckets with comedy.
What about you, Shappy? Where can we find you online, buddy?
You can find me online at LuckyJew22 everywhere. On the Suzette Vanetti show on Sunday nights at 5:03 on twitch.tv/stabcomedy. And then you can find Suzette Vanetti at Makeup and Mimosas Drag Brunch on Sundays.
Oh yeah, we're coming up. It's coming up.
Couple weeks.
On the 11th.
Yeah, nice. All right, and then that's it. Mad props to Swizz, photos by Swizz, providing all of our backgrounds. Damian Harmony, you're kind of a dick sometimes, but I fucking love you. I got you.
Our new governor, D. Tyler.
Vote for DJ and Tyler. All right.
Hold on. Okay, before we leave. Now I've heard about these burgers. I have not forgot about this.
Yes.
I don't know where Steph is at.
Yes.
Is this place open for lunch? Because I think that I might just go get a burger today.
Oh, you're pro Mount? No.
I got a show tonight at Laughs. So Swizz got a show tonight at Laughs. So I'm gonna be stopping there tonight after the show.
Okay, I'm gonna go there.
And I'm not sure they're open during. I'm not sure they're open for lunch. I think they.
Really? The bar is not open for lunch.
They might be. But I get the sense that they really serve the after hours bar scene, everybody who's getting off of work. You know what I mean? So I don't really know. I know they're always open super late.
Because I haven't had this burger, man, and I want a burger now.
Where is the burger? Where?
At O'Malley's.
Old Sac.
Right around. Right around the corner from Laughs.
The pastrami burger is just orgasmic.
See, I looked at the menu. I just saw the bacon burger, the bacon and blue cheeseburger, and some other
the bacon blue cheeseburger too. It's to die for.
Now, is there burgers? Because Fanny Ann's had a good burger. Fanny Ann's burger.
That is not true.
Huh?
That is not true.
What?
No.
You didn't like Fanny Ann's burgers?
We need to stop this right now because this isn't even going to make the podcast. And you better lose your governorship if you start going around telling people Fanny Ann's good burgers. They make peanut butter burgers. My N-word.
Yeah, but you've never had a peanut butter burger?
I had it. It's disgusting.
It's so good. Wait, where is Fanny Ann? Fanny Ann's the place where T-Pain went on a bar rescue?
What?
Is Fanny Ann's where T-Pain went on bar rescue? You guys saw that, right? You guys watch Bar Rescue? No. There's a restaurant in Old Sac that Bar Rescue went to, and T-Pain came on the show and was like, yeah, this place sucks.
Really?
Yes.
T-Pain hated it too, bruh.
Is that Fanny Ann's? It's like a big bar, right? It's like a big
it's got several floors. It's cool.
I am going to Google this.
I like it.
It was on Bar Rescue. That place sucks.
O'Malley's is the food. So anyway, I'm gonna be out there tonight. So I'm assuming Steph was gonna come tonight too. Whoever was going to this burger thing.
I'm in Oakland tonight.
Show off.
You're doing a show?
Yeah, I'm doing some medical show.
Did we say bye? Did we say bye? Huh? Did we say goodbye to Sacramento?
Yeah.
Sacramento's still on the phone. Sacramento never hangs up first.
Sacramento be here us Lynn. Trying to see if we say something racist. Anyway, I'm out. Bye, Sacramento.
All right, y'all.
Okay, I'm leaving.
I love you, Tyler, Aurora, Shappy. Thanks for coming in, baby.
Thank you for having me.
Peace.